everyone, and good morning to you all. My name is Ava, and this is Stitching in the Interlake, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Well, today is the 19th of June, 2024. It is Hump Day. As we all know, it's Hump Day. And also, it's an absolutely gorgeous sunny day here. Little on the cool side yet, but it's a beautiful day here in southern Manitoba. So, okay. I may end up repeating myself and I may end up going a lot. And that's because I've been up since about, I don't know, 3:30, quarter after 3. And yeah, so I'm really tired. And I have a meeting with Carla right after this from 8 until 9. It's my last meeting with her. And then Juliet, I'll probably talk to Juliet right after. But then Juliet, she told me yesterday when I went to see her that, what was I going to say? That, oh yeah, she was going to see about getting the building permit. And which is another step forward. I gotta bless this. You know, she is just, she keeps persevering, you know, even with all of this. And she understands now how I feel here. So anyway, she said that she phoned down to St. Laurent about what it would take for the permit. And the lady there said, no, you've got to, it's got to be all changed, and the building inspector has to come because it's more major work. So today at 10 o'clock, it just so happens that the building inspector is in our area. So that's good. And so we'll see what he has to say. And that is at 10 o'clock approximately. So more coffee. Oh, yeah. Lots of coffee today. But I think I might lay down for a little bit. Well, I'm going to lay down after Juliet and the building inspector leave. It's moving forward. It is going in baby steps, as they say. So, okay. So, what have I got here? Well, I have here my nutcrackers. I didn't do a whole heck of a lot yesterday because I was busy rearranging things here. And poor Jonah was as confused as ever. He was just so confused. He didn't know why he had to come in through the front door. He didn't know why his cat tower, his cat condo had to be moved. Oh, Mom, it's not in the same spot. Why can't I see like I normally see? Why can't I jump from there to there? Yes. Yeah. But Lilybell is getting used to slowly getting used to going outside in the front. I miss sitting outside there in the back. But and yesterday what I did was I put the blue tarpy sheeting back there. It's not a pretty sight. I'm one person trying to do this. And up on the footstool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a laugh and a half. I should not be up like that. I'm telling you. My knees have trouble, getting up there. And I have to make sure, because I get very unbalanced, that I had to um, hopefully try to hang on to something. At one point, I almost went like this right through, but thankfully, I just kind of touched the tarp and I was going, okay, no, I don't want to go that way. So, yeah. So I got that tarp, and I don't know if it'll make a whole heap of difference, but at least it separates it from, you know, keeps the spores from moving around. So, yeah. So then yesterday, all I basically did was stitch. I'd gone to the post office. I had to mail a parcel off. And so I did that. And I, and then I went over to Juliet's. I bought a printer, brand new printer from her. She was, she bought the printer for the church, but then she got it at Walmart. And then HP told her that they would replace the one that she had. And so she went to take this one back. They were in Winnipeg, but Winnipeg wouldn't take it without a receipt. And then, so they drove all the way from the south side of the city way up, like to Selkirk, which is, yeah. So that's like a 2 hour drive in and of itself, almost. And they wouldn't take it because it was beyond the 14 days. So she didn't know what she was going to do and all that. And I said, well, what kind of a printer is it? Is it Wi-Fi capable? Is it, all that? And she said, well, she didn't know. And I said, okay, I'll. So I went over there, and there's no ink cartridges to buy. You just use the bottles and refill it. And the black will last for approximately 7,200 pages. And the others will last for, I don't know, 4,500 or something. I don't print that much. I do not print that much. But I know there are times when I wish, oh, I wish my printer would work here and all that. And it was just causing me so much trouble. So I'm going to sell it at the yard sale. And there's nothing wrong with it. I just can't figure it out. It would probably be good if it was hooked up to a computer, but because I've got my laptop, but I just can't get it to go. It's just not communicating with each other. So I thought, okay, fine. This is more expensive. So I told Juliet, I said I'd have to pay it over time because I just don't have the money like to pay it all at once. So she said that's fine. So yeah. anyway, so I got up this morning and I had descaled my coffee pot yesterday. It was running so slowly, and it still is running slowly. I have very hard water here. Very, very hard water. And so it gets clogged up pretty quickly. So anyway, and then yeah, so what did I do? Oh, I had my prescription dropped off, which was good because but he came to the back door, so I had to tell him to come to the front door. I just don't want anybody coming in the back anymore. It's just too, I don't want anybody else, to get sick. And if you're around it for too long, you will. So they're going to try and see if they can push the contractor a little bit to come and do this here. To work on this. So we'll see. And you know what? Right now I'm too tired to care. I'm too tired to care. Yeah. Nope. So I have started a loaf of bread, the bread maker. So I'll have that. And Lily Bell is sleeping down here. I don't know what her problem was. She was just moving around, and I think it was because yesterday she had fallen off the bed a couple of times and I was scared of it. I did put some blankets down on the bottom, like on the floor, just in case she did fall. I think she just was having a good sleep and just forgot where she was. So, and then, oh, I just listened to music yesterday afternoon and I just stitched. That's all I did. I have dishes to do too. So, do you realize today it is the very last day of, what do they call it? It's the very last day of spring. Okay. So tomorrow we go into summer. However, we all believe that spring ended at the end of May and summer started. So, so we're into we're into summer already, and that's the way that I like it that way. I like it that way. So what is that green? Oh, it's 34. Did I pull that out? Yes, I did pull that out, but where is it? So please remember that on Sunday that there will be a live. I'll be here. Doesn't matter how I feel. I'll be here. And I will try to keep you entertained. Right, right now it's just like, yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where that thread went to. Oh boy. I know it's here somewhere. No, not that one. Oh, no. Oh, here it is. I knew I'd find it. And of course, when you're tired, nothing, nothing works. So, later on, and it'll probably be sooner than later, I will be having a shower. That kind of perks me up there for a little bit. I don't like to lay down during the day. I don't like to do that because that just messes me up for um, the rest of the day. And I just don't care for it. Sometimes I have no other choice. I'm I'm just feeling yucky and everything. Like I already have a headache, and it's not very nice. That's for sure. Mhm. So I'm hoping we can go to I can go with Juliet to Winnipeg next Wednesday. That'll be nice. Alrighty. Where's my needle? There it is. Nothing works right today. Nothing. So, probably starting very soon, if it has not already. Up here, it's a little different because summer is so short lived that we take advantage of it. Like, yeah, we don't um, we don't like to give up our summer very easily. But soon they're going to be you're going to start seeing a whole lot of fall Halloween. Now, I know I've heard that in places in the States, Hobby Lobby, Joann's Fabrics, Michael's, Costco, Walmart, I think is starting, that they're starting to bring out the Halloween stuff. And like Christina told me, early in, early out, right? Because they don't want to have inventory at the end waiting. They want to be able to sell it. But, and apparently now they're starting to put Christmas out. Now, okay, I get it. Christmas in July. I got it. I got it. Yes. Um, and I know there's going to be a lot of stitchers that are going to be focusing on Christmas for July. Now, because we're doing counting July, you can work on anything, you know. Um, if you want to work on a Christmas, like a ornament or whatever it is, if you hear something, that's a bread maker. If you want to work on any of that, then perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity. And if you are really not into counting, That say you can't physically do it, that your eyesight is poor, that it's your concentration is poor. Like today, my concentration is poor. Um, then work on a print it by all means. It's okay. Work on a diamond painting, whatever it is. Just thing is to have fun, right? You want to have fun in your life, and you want to have where you feel like um, you've accomplished something. Like in the Bible, it talks about that idle hands are the devil's workshop, right? Basically. So as long as your hands are busy, then you're making something, you're moving forward. And we all know that young people nowadays have way, way too much time on their hands. I saw this morning uh, that there was one young lady who she went to school. She was all happy. She went to university, um, whatever it's called there in the States, college, whatever. College and universities here are different. But anyways, um, and she came out of it with 2 degrees, one in communication and one in, I don't know what it was. It wasn't gender studies. It was something else, something equally as useless. And she was there with her 2 degrees in hand, and she couldn't find a job. She couldn't find a job. She says, I've got 2 degrees, I've got a whole bunch of student loans to pay for. I can't get a job. And she was there crying. Well, you've got all these young people coming out of college with all of these gender studies and all of these, communication and, uh, you know, whatever it is, whatever it is that you can name. And none of it is practical. None of it is um, useful. Oh, it's good. It's good. You've gone to university and you come out of there. You got your diploma. Yes, you did. Now what are you going to do? And so she was there crying, and she says, I'm trying to get even minimum wage jobs, and they say that I'm overqualified, and other places are not hiring. They're hiring specific, say accounting or whatever. Like communications is good, but if you're going to get a meaningful job, you have to go into those professions that are in high demand: doctors, um, lab techs, scientists, like medical scientists, right? Um, then there's the mechanics, computer sciences, um, all of that. Because you got all these young people coming out. And, it's really funny. Um, what was it? We were talking at church that kids nowadays, they can't tell time on a clock. They cannot give change. They can't write in cursive. They can't read cursive. They they can't add simple things together. Like, there's one thing. These are university kids. How many dimes are in a dollar? They have no idea. They have no idea. You know, like they don't understand how a credit card works. They don't understand what it's like to pay bills, and you have to go and work, and you know. So this young lady um, was crying because now she says, I've got 2 degrees and now I'm going to have to work at McDonald's or at, at Walmart or something, because I can't get a job. Well, you know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's those of us that are older and we, uh, we've been around the block. We had to work and work our butts off. I worked 3 jobs. I had to help uh, with, well, 4 jobs if you consider like raising my kids, right? Even though I was married, we were really short of money. So I worked 3 jobs outside the home. Plus, I volunteered. And they don't know what that's like. Like, the kids nowadays, like, they don't understand why they have to work. Why do they have to work? That's not what they signed up to work. And it's just, you know, like somebody's got to work. You can't sit there and um, sit on social aid for for long because who's paying the taxes, right? So it's, yeah, we need to go back to the day where it's all physical, right? Like, get rid of the computers and phones and all of that. Find a job in engineering, find a job in carpentry, plumbing, nursing trades. um, you know like, nurses are highly skilled now. They go in for a 4-year program now. And it's yeah. And in nursing, you have to be able to be computer literate because a lot of the machines now are all computerized, especially like in ICU and uh, pediatrics and everything. It's just, yeah, it is, it's a lot different. Even driving a truck nowadays is truck driving is not just sitting behind the wheel and, you know, the typical truck driver who's 350 pounds and smokes and drinks coffee and is on the CB and yeah, good buddy and all that kind of stuff. It's all different now because a lot of it has to do it's if it's time sensitive, if it's like you've got a reefer trailer, um, you have to be, driving is just one small part of it. You have to be mechanic, um, um, you know, structural engineer. You have to understand math. So when it comes time to load, you have to understand which way that the load, especially if you're an LTL, you have to know what goes in the nose of the truck and what goes on the back of the truck. So, because, and you got to plan your route out so that you know where you're going to stop to get the best fuel economy. And I know there's a lot of trucks out there that are computerized. Not for this gal. No, no. Makes for lazy people. Yeah. So anyway, on that note of laziness, I think that's what I'm gonna have is a lazy day today. So I'm hoping I get my second wind and maybe my third wind when I take my shower later. So, but I want to show you here. Oh gosh, right here. There he is, right here on his boots. That's where I was working. So, yeah. So, everybody, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes herself, Miss Lilybell. And Jonah, yeah, he went out the front. Oh, yesterday the mosquitoes were horrendous. And they were huge. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just huge mosquitoes and ravenous. So, yeah, so I'm just praying that I have a good day today and I can make it through my day without too much trouble. So, anyway, please remember that there's a dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. All you need to do is give me the name of one of my two sidekicks. And please share, like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you are subscribed because, yeah. So, anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I have for all of you. I was closing my eyes. I'm thinking, am I going to fall asleep? Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloodles, everybody.